Mensuration. What is mensuration? Mensuration is all about measurement of perimeter, area, volume of different geometrical figures like cube, cuboid, sphere, cylinder, cone, hemisphere, and so on. Now there are so many different geometrical shapes and so many formulas. How to remember them or learn them? I say it's actually very easy to remember all the formulas. Now let's see how. First, let's see what is area and what is volume. Under area, you have lateral surface area and total surface area. Lateral surface area is also called as curved surface area, and total surface area also called as just surface area. Imagine that you have a cylinder on your hand, a small toy cylinder, and when you look at it, you don't see the top or the bottom portion unless you lift it up or flip it. All you see is the curved part of the cylinder. Now same as with a cone, when you keep a cone on your hand, you don't see the bottom circular portion. All you see is the top curved portion. Now that top curved portion is called as the curved surface area or the lateral surface area. Now what is total surface area? Total surface area includes all the bottoms as well as the top portions of the geometrical shapes. The name itself says that it includes everything, that is total surface area. Now what is volume? A 2D figure can never have a volume. You can never find the volume of a square or a rectangle or a circle. Volume means capacity of fully anything like milk, water, etc. So to find the volume, you always need the geometrical shape to be 3D, like cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, etc. Now that we're done with the basics, let's start finding area and volume for different geometrical figures. Let's start with the most basic shape, that is cube. A cube is a 3D figure of a square. It has all of its faces equal. And how many faces does a cube have? It has 6 faces, 2 side faces, 2 front faces, one at the top and one at the bottom. And when you combine all of them together, you get a cube. Now CSA of a cube will have 4 faces, 2 side faces and 2 front faces. We will not consider the top and the bottom one. So area of each face will be equal to area of a square, as each side is a square, and the area of square is side square, that is side into side. So area of 4 such faces is equal to 4 into side square, that is area of face 1 plus face 2 plus face 3 plus face 4. So lateral surface area or curved surface area of a cube is 4 into side square. Now let's see what is the total surface area. As a cube has 6 sides, area of 6 such squares is equal to 6 into side square. So the total surface area of a cube is 6 into side square. Now let's see volume. Consider a square sheet. Let each side be A. The area of the square is side into side, that is A square. Now imagine the sheet, that is 2D, becoming a 3D. I start pulling the sheet upward, that is I give it some height so that it becomes a 3-dimensional figure, that is cube. Now let's suppose I increase this base square with some height A. To find the volume, you have to multiply the base area with the height. The base area is A square into the height, that is A, gives you the volume of cube. So the volume of cube is A square into A, that is A cube. Let's go back to whatever we have done till now. The lateral surface area of cube is 4 into side square because there are only 4 sides, no top and bottom. The total surface area of cube is 6 into side square because there are total 6 sides. And each side is a square and the area of square is side square. Volume of cube is base area into height. The base area is side into side, that is A square, and the height is also A. Therefore the volume comes out to be A cube. Cuboid. A cuboid is a 3D figure of a rectangle. Now to find the CSA of cuboid, we need to know the curved portion of the cuboid. So the curved part of the cuboid will have only 4 surfaces, 2 front faces and 2 side faces. The front faces are made up of length and the height, and the side faces are made up of breadth and the height. As it's a rectangle, its area will be L into B and B into H. So CSA of a cuboid is HL plus HL plus BH plus BH. So this gives us the CSA of a cuboid to be 2H L plus B. This is also called as the area of 4 walls. Now total surface area. Total surface area of cuboid will include all the area that is area of all the faces. So the total surface area of a cuboid is 2LB because there are 2 faces of area length into breadth, 2BH plus 2HL. Taking 2 common, it gives us 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. This is the total surface area of a cuboid. Now volume. Volume is, as you know, it is the base area into the height. Now the base is a rectangle of length L and breadth B. Now if I pull this rectangle upwards with height H I'll multiply the base area with h. So the volume comes out to be L into B into H. So volume of cuboid is LBH. Cylinder. Take a rectangular sheet and fold it in the form of a cylinder. The breadth of this rectangle makes the height of the cylinder, and the length of this rectangle makes the circumference of the circular base of the cylinder. CSA of a cylinder. CSA will be equal to the curved part that we see, except the bottom and the top circular portion. So CSA is equal to the area of rectangle. Now area of rectangle is L into B. Length is 2 pi r, that is the circular perimeter that it's making, and breadth is h. So CSA of a cylinder is 2 pi r h. Now total surface area of the cylinder. Total surface area will include CSA of the cylinder as well as the top circular portion and bottom circular portion. The area of top circular portion is pi r square, that is area of circle. Same the area of the bottom circular portion, that is pi r square. So total surface area is equal to 2 pi r h plus pi r square plus pi r square. That is 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square. Now if we take out common, we see that 2 pi r is common in both the terms. So total surface area comes out to be 2 pi r h plus r. Now comes the volume of the cylinder. Take a circular portion, that is the base of the cylinder. Now pull the base area with some height h. It now becomes a cylinder. So the volume of cylinder will be area of the base into the height by which we have pulled it. That is h. So volume is pi r square, that is the base circular area, into h. So volume of cylinder comes out to be pi r square h. So now let's revise whatever we have done till now. Curved surface area or the lateral surface area of a cube is 4 into side square. That is excluding the top and the bottom portion. The total surface area of the cube is including all the faces, that is 6 faces. So the formula is 6 into side square. Volume of a cube is the base area a square into the height a. So a cube. The CSA of a cuboid is 2BH plus HL, excluding the top and the bottom portion. The total surface area has all the faces. So 2LB plus 2BH plus 2HL. Volume of a cuboid is the base area, that is L into B, into the height H. So LBH. The curved surface area of a cylinder. CSA of a cylinder is 2 pi r h. 2 pi r from the length and h is the breadth of the rectangle that we took. TSA, it includes the CSA as well as the top and the bottom portion. That is pi r square plus pi r square. This gives us 2 pi r plus h. Volume of the cylinder is pi r square, that is the base area, into the height, that is h. So volume is pi r square h.